And welcome back, everybody, to a special live edition of The Jason Show in the heart of downtown Minneapolis. We're calling it the new living room of downtown Minneapolis, the Dayton's Project. Let's check in before we do anything. Oh, look at this. Oh, we have some great memories we asked you before we do anything. We posted this on our Facebook page. We weren't sure what the reception was going to be. You all loaded our Facebook page with memories, and the first one comes from Renee. And Renee writes, memories of my mom, dad, and I at Dayton's for window shopping and lunch in the River Room. The waiter and waitresses always made us feel special. They treated you the same whether you had $5 or $50,000. Renee, thank you for that. Another memory from our Facebook page, Courtney. Every year we go to the 8th floor Christmas exhibits. I have programs for all of them in my baby book. After the exhibit, we'd get a gingerbread man or a frosted cookie. And Lynn, hi Lynn, shared this picture, let's look at this, saying she always went to Dayton's for high school formal wear. Pictured here is her 1971 prom dress, purchased at Dayton's for $40. $40. Now that would go, Now that would go for about $400. Okay, let's check in. Can we go to Judith? Let's check in on our soup holder. Let's see how much progress here. Judith is about 3/4 of the way through the soup holder. We'll be checking in with her in just a little bit. If she gets done with the soup holder, by the time the show's done, everybody's getting a car. Paid for by our new president, Marion Mim Davy Kessler. That's right. Here's the deal. I was lucky enough last week to get a tour of the Dayton's Project. As a guy that lives in downtown Minneapolis, I'm bullish. I have civic pride. I want to see Minneapolis flourish. And I really believe that this will be the crown jewel of our city. So my buddy Don gave me a tour, maybe showing you some spots you didn't even know existed. Here's the mayor here's Don to the left and Mayor Jacob Fry at the grand opening on Thursday. Right before that, I got a little tour, so take a look at that. I have to say, it feels really good to be here. It feels really good to say that I'm inside the Dayton's Project after all these years. It's unbelievable. To give us a little tour of the public areas of the Dayton's Project, this is my buddy Don. We're gonna divide it into places that y'all can go, and then Kendall's gonna show folks the tenant sphere. Let's start with this behind me, Don, if we can. This light right now looks unique, but there's something even more unique about it.
People who have been in the building before don't remember these holes.
Yeah.
And we created that, and we filled it with a D. the classic Dayton's D. If you stand in a special location, it looks just like the D. And we were skeptical while it was getting put together, and then when we finally got the artist's vision, it was like, now we understand.
This entryway gets me excited. Tell the folks where we are now.
All right, well, this is the J.B. Hudson Jewelry Store original location. When we first started working here, all of these finishes were covered over with red paint, red carpet. We really didn't know what we had until we started unveiling these old finishes.
I mean, this was underneath like
red paint,
drywall and paint.
Yep. I can let you have a quick look. But this is one of the things that we didn't know was here. All this art glass and this was hidden.
That was hidden?
Oh yeah, it was all painted over. It was all just painted over with white paint. It was one of those things we just didn't know we had until we uncovered it.
It's beautiful.
This building had so many of those hidden little opportunities
Yes.
all over.
I like that, little opportunities. Speaking of opportunities, am I gonna get a little peek at something?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
You can't come with. I'm sorry, you can't come with. Come with.
So this is the back side of the display that's going to be unveiled tomorrow.
Okay, you get a little, well, by the time this airs, you've already seen it, but look what we can see right now. I get the back. Eric, take a shot. I get the back. Okay, that's it, Eric. We can't legally show anything else. Oh, God, this is so great.
It's a lot of glitter.
Well, you can never have too much glitter, Kent.
Yeah, well, it's with me now till the new year, I think.
You'll be washing it off till St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
You can't see the display right now, but you can see Kent. There's He has glitter. I mean, he's a walking display right now, yes.
We built this whole space out, not knowing what we were going to do. At some point in time during the pandemic, we said, enough already. We're going to start something here. And we're going to bring in these shops, and we're tired of waiting.
Yeah.
Originally, we thought of this as a maker's market, a place where vendors can come in and for a small amount of capital, have presence on Nicollet Mall. We want to have a reason for people to get out of their living rooms and come back downtown, invite their friends and come back. And that's the key. Come here, be curious, bring your friends, come back.
Okay, so talk to me. Okay. This is what happens. Kendall comes to a shoot. You're in my shot, Kendall. Anyway, let's talk about the future.
Our vision at this point is have these shops grow and sees that there's people here and give them the courage to start leasing space. That's our idea of let's get people downtown.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. And like I said, Kendall's going to give us a tour of all the non-public stuff. Well, if she's not too busy interrupting my story. So much fun. And here's the guy in person, Don Kohlenberger from Hightower Initiatives. Hello, my friend.
Hi, how you doing?
I like the name Initiative. This was quite an undertaking. And my first question is, as a Minnesotan now for 25 years, I said this behind y'all's back. I was really impressed from the name to the desire to keep the logo. Was it always your intention, the group's intention, to keep Minnesota in this building?
Absolutely, absolutely. We not only, the ownership not only bought the building, but they bought the whole heritage, what this building means to the fabric of Minnesota, right from the very beginning.
There wasn't any, because it would have been very easy for some, no offense to companies outside of Minnesota, but it would have been very easy for you guys to come in and say, okay, we're going to gut it, we're going to put in a dog park. I don't know. But there was no hesitation on keeping the legacy.
No, that seemed to be something essential. I think folks that are from Minnesota that had the ear of the ownership, and the ownership came from Manhattan, and so they learned about what was Dayton's all about. They recognize that there's a heart value to the Dayton's name as well as the building. And when you start carving the building apart and seeing all of the chandeliers, the architectural elements on it, it's like, well, there's just real goodness and value there.
You saw in the piece, everyone, and the folks behind me will get to see it, all of the uncovered hidden jewels. And in that you saw this, I've been talking about this since Don showed me last week. The J.B. Hudson space that for years, Macy's used it as the Christmas decoration booth. That was all painted red, and then that guy came in with some sort of concoction and unveiled that beautiful wall. And you said there was an audible gasp among you guys.
Yeah, we knew that there was something underneath this thick red paint. And no, this person had a product, and when they peeled it off, it was so much better than we could have hoped for. And it was a beautiful result, and everybody just stopped and realized, this is something special. Tradespeople who would stop me during the course of the construction would say, hey, I just want to say thanks for doing this. My mom worked here, my uncle worked here, I worked here, and so many people have family heritage in this piece of property, and that fed into, I think, the passion that every tradesperson had, and every architect and every accountant. They all had something to do with the heritage of this building, and it comes through, I think, in the quality.
Yeah. I stole a line from you at the beginning of the broadcast, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I love that you guys refer to this. You want the Dayton's project to be the living room, the new living room of downtown Minneapolis. Did I get your quote right? Because I love that.
Oh, that's okay. Close.
Correct me, Don. What did I? Fine. Was it the living room? What? Yeah.
No, it's the heart of Minneapolis. I mean, it's where people come to feel comfortable, to touch on to what is what's happening in Minnesota. somebody referred to this as the nexus of culture, and that's what we aspire to recreate and have people feel comfortable coming here. And so far, the amount of people that have showed up after opening.
You said Saturday was
far over what we had anticipated. We knew that there was going to be a lot of people on opening day, and
which was Thursday.
Yeah. And Saturday exceeded that. And so for a weekend in downtown, we haven't seen that since, when Dayton's was around back then.
As a resident, it makes me unbelievably happy because I think there's so many good things. I want these merchants to do well. If I want the city to do well. Let's talk about something fun. We were talking about hidden jewels. There's beautiful art glass that you guys saw in that package. But there's also a monkey that made news around the country. Tell the folks about this monkey.
Well, when we were taking everything apart and tearing out all of the finishes, our tradespeople were taking ductwork out. And the poor guy, he was taking a piece of ductwork down, and out fell this dead, mummified monkey. Didn't know what it was.
Dead mummified monkey is something you never thought you would hear on this show ever. But yes, yeah.
Dust and things like that, sure. But here's this monkey. So he posted it on Facebook, immediately went viral, and then the next thing you know, people are wondering, well, how did it get here? How did it get here? And there was a pet shop years and years ago, and one had gotten away, chasing it around, trying to find where it was at, and pretty soon nobody knew where it was at. And we found where it was at. We still have that monkey, by the way. Oh, it's a
Try to make a case for that, Judith. Yes. Judith, you got enough crochet to make a monkey cover? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. We have 30 seconds left. I want to give you the last word. You said something to me right before we went on the air that really touched my heart. You said you've spent hours and countless hours walking these halls when you're the only footsteps making noise. What's it like to see this behind you?
It's a real lump in the throat. It's a real lump in the throat. We finished this project for all intents and purposes, back a year and a half ago, and since then, the pandemic and things that were happening, everyone kind of stood back for a while to see what would happen. And in the meantime, we're just walking the halls. And now, with all of these people that are showing up, and I'm seeing posts on social media saying, hey, my wife and I have a date night that we're coming back to Dayton's. It's like, that's what, you couldn't ask for something better.
Well, we got to tell you, I don't want to I say I represent everyone, but I will say this. On behalf of the good people of Minnesota, thank you for taking care of this icon, and we look forward to what this is going to be. This is just the beginning, so thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
When we come back, from an iconic building to an iconic star, she got her start right here at Dayton's. The great Lori Line will join us when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone, live from the Dayton's Project in downtown Minneapolis.